It's Nolan.
Now, before we get started, make sure y'all hitting that like button. Make sure y'all sharing it on your respective platforms. Let somebody know what we're doing today. Now, let's get into the show.
Niggas swear up and down and can rap up in this shit for like 20. Still finding ways to adapt. My flow switches like code switches. Niggas searching for numbers, that's for my old bitches. Don't compare me to Kendrick while in your cold, nigga. Hit this shit one more time, I probably explode. Nobody walking this road. I flew to New York, wrapped in the cold. Didn't get chose, flew back with the war in my soul. You niggas bold, acting like we on the same level. Dust rain settle on the black pot. Cooking crack rock in the kettle with belly with eyes. My ship sail, bitch, give me the dock. The Simeon's cock, don't tell me to stop. Got a machete for niggas that wanna war. Keep it cool as a chore. Finna bust through the door. Fuck niggas got any to pour. Take a shot, spit the shit on the floor. Spit in my hand, dap niggas on tour. In a new mode, on these cool dolls. New clothes, new shows for the shoot, new posts for the lookers, money, power, respect, theme song for the bookers. Everybody I did a feature for, I cooked them respectfully. If you think I'm a dick, it vasectomy. Ain't nobody words affecting me. I did a study on my future trajectory. I'm putting niggas in the dirt professionally. I'm sought after the bars from a far chapter. The confidence could cause a rapture. Trying to gauge my thought, shit hard to capture. Singing the rappers bite me, but lost the rappers. I've been the boss and I paid the cost. I've been the best since the fade of fought. God flow, nigga, praise the Lord. I got a tab full of scrolls from my ancient source. A pretty penny for the next round. Price of an X5. Niggas talk shit, bend waters, let the text fly. Spit acid on them, I'm like reptile. Leaving below the heavens like blue and exile, bitch.
What's going on, beautiful people? It's the kid J Nolan here. Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Industry, your number one source for music, entertainment, commentary, and breakdowns. Hope everybody's doing well out there. Now, y'all know yesterday we covered Nicki Minaj going completely haywire on Mackwop from TDE. I swore, funny enough, man, I saw when Mackwop responded, or I wouldn't even say responded, right? When he initially spoke on the issue between SZA and Nicki Minaj, I almost spoke on it when it happened, but I said, you know what? I don't want to draw too much attention to that. You know what I'm saying? Because I knew it was going to become an issue, right? So I didn't want to participate in it. Yesterday, it ended up catching wind. Nicki Minaj then told the CIA, the FBI. She tagged Rep Anna Paulina Luna from a motherfucking elected official from Florida. You know, all this bullshit going on. So then we talked about it yesterday, which I tried my best to be like, you know what? If it blows up on its own, it blows up. I just don't want to contribute to negative attention, right? It blew the fuck up anyway. So we spoke about it, but after all of the lunacy took place, Mackwop decided to fire up his stream once more, get on Twitch, and he responded back to Nicki. As a matter of fact, he responded for nearly 2 hours, right? Full of jokes, nothing but jokes. He had a couple serious moments where he just kind of, laid things out, which that's what I'm going to play rather than the jokes. But you can find it. Mackwop just premiered on YouTube the stream from last night, although it is, edited for language and different things. But it's on his YouTube page on Mackwop TV. Shout out to Mackwop. But, yeah, 2025 been a motherfucking dumpster fest. Like, Clips album, fire. The remnants of GNX, fire. We got some real shit going on in circulation. But for the most part, as far as like the media, as far as lawsuits and all this extracurricular bullshit going on, this shit been a motherfucking dumpster fire. Dumpster fest. This shit looking like motherfucking Rolling Loud on stage. Garbage. I'm fucking flabbergasted, man. Like, I knew it was gonna be an issue, but I was hoping for the best, that thing would fly under the radar. This nigga got on his stream doing freestyles, rapping like West Side Gun, like the whole shit. I just watched this nigga premiere. Tell me why I'm watching this nigga premiere and my face showed up in that bit, man. That nigga was on YouTube searching his name. My motherfucking face came up in that bit, man. Oh shit, man. Matter of fact, he wasn't even searching his name. This shit was just in his homepage feed. Look at this shit, man. You see Mac in the corner, and my goddamn ain't this about a bitch? Shout out to Mackwop, man. Hell to the no. Who would have fucking thunk it? But let's go ahead and pull up Mackwop in his response, the classy version of the response. If you want to see the other shit, you could go check that out on his page. It's on his YouTube. To get to his real sentiments of the situation. All right, so we over here. This is Too Cool to Blog. They say Mackwop from TDE reacts to Nicki Minaj sending the FBI and CIA after him. Okay. So this piece here, of course, they put the little header thing. So this is one of the tweets from Nicki. Rep Luna. This man just publicly threatened me. I've notified the FBI and CIA. I want this thug locked up, and I'm ready to talk about everything these people have done to me. We still don't know what she's alleging that TDE has done to her. She said that Punch reached out to her with some sort of business proposition. I still don't see how a business proposition is harassing if that ever took place. But none of this shit makes sense. Now do it.
Been seeing what's going on. You tripping on the internet. And I'm like, not Nicki. Not Nicki. Like, and truth in the details, chat. I felt, if I'm being completely honest with y'all, I felt I wasn't even going hard at her. I wouldn't even want to go at her because that's Nicki Minaj. Now I'm like, damn, why Nicki Minaj clout chasing the WAP? Like, you know what I'm saying? What you doing? You got an album? What you got going on? She going that business. Anyway, let's slow it down. So Nicki, I wasn't threatening you, sweetheart. I don't want nothing done to you. I don't, niggas ain't even worried about you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, niggas ain't even worried about you. Like, nigga, you down there. Like, with all due respect, like, I ain't, like, Nicki, niggas ain't worried about you, bro. Like, honestly, we love you over here, man. You the queen. You doing it up, bro. Like, you just got, and I got, at the Barbs, if it's any Barbs in the chat, I need to holler at the Barbs real quick, because I feel it's the Barbs' fault that's empowering all of this fuckery right here. Like, I feel like when she did this, the Barbs should have been stepping in. Like, at this point in Nicki's career,
motherfucking facts. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. This was the beginning of the end for me. Like, it was bad enough that homeboy Tekashi was even a thing. I felt that was already horrible for New York. I felt that was a horrible look for New York hip hop. People was out there trying to compare him to Onyx and, you know, all the rugged shit that happened in hip hop before him. Like, he was doing a throwback to DMX and Onyx. Nigga, please never mention them in the same motherfucking sentence. But the fact that he had a collab with Nicki Minaj, that shit was extremely disappointing. Right? Like, and the verdict was already out on all the weird shit he had going on that was like question marks next to his name. So it was like, why are reputable people in the industry standing next to this nigga when he got shit like that next to his motherfucking name? That was already a thing. Even before the informant shit, right? But no lies detected on that. This was definitely the beginning of the end. Cause what was the price tag on this?
we ain't, like, the Barbs, y'all been leading Nicki down this dark alley. I'm gonna be honest. Y'all are leading Nicki Minaj down a dark alley to the point of no return. Y'all are not letting this lady age gracefully in hip hop. Y'all not letting her age gracefully. Like, when I'm looking at Nicki Minaj, I'm like, damn, why Nicki Minaj ain't in her Clips era? Like, why Nicki Minaj ain't in her clips era doing it up? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, you supposed to be in your bag right now. You ain't supposed to be hollering at Mackwop on Twitter. Like, what the fuck? Like, and I'm like, bitch, excuse me. I'm like, damn, like, I never would have thought it would have been a time I'm ignoring this motherfucker. I like Mackwop ignoring Nicki Minaj on Twitter. Like, what the fuck? Bitch, clout chasing. So I'm like,
All right, so that's Mackwop with, the gist of what he had to say. Again, he went for 2 hours talking with his chat, doing freestyles, bringing it back up, you know what I'm saying? Making fun of a booty, which I that ain't what I do over here. But I will say she kind of earned it, cause she came out and she's been making fun of SZA body. She been out here body shaming one. So when it come right back around, it becomes fair game. Once you introduce that type of talk, somebody does it to you, you can't complain. You can't say it's wrong, because you already engaging in that activity. Sorry, but for me personally, that ain't my ministry. You know what I'm saying? I try my damnedest not to contribute to nothing like that, right? That's just me though. Now, in other news related to all of this, Nicki Minaj was continuing her her weird streak on socials, right? So this is actually a screenshot that the Barbs put on her radar. And this is a screenshot from Instagram page Gossip of the City. All right. It's a page I don't support. But the quote in the caption of this post was, again, same people riding with Kendrick is riding with SZA, the TDE family. If you going to live in LA and hide in the hills, you gotta know the politics behind it. New York, this looks bad. All right. This is a quote from Gossip of the City. This is not a quote from Mackwop, right? And it sounds like they're kind of alluding to gang politics, right? Which I don't understand why why do people keep trying to talk about this in relation to Nicki Minaj? Ain't nobody trying to arrange nothing to happen to her, bruh. This shit is pissing me off. But here's Nicki's response. Now going at Gossip of the City. She says, imagine adding yourself to a RICO. So now she's claiming that she has a whole RICO, and she's going to try to add Rock Nation, Jay-Z, Desi Perez, TDE, Mackwop, Punch, SZA, and a laundry list of content creators to her RICO. Moment of silence. So she says, LOL, hope you feel cool, Gossip of the City. And really, it's sad, because we really should not be going through this shit right now. We really should not be in the Nicki Minaj show right now. Like, it should not be down there 5 days of Nicki Minaj shit news for the past week. Right? And as I state in every video, for every time I talk about Nicki Minaj, there's probably 10 to 15 other situations that I've ignored by the time I actually get to talking about it, which is fucking sad. She continues, you about to be the talk of the town and the jails. It's snitching time, she says. Just like Desiree Perez snitched, and if Jigga Man co-signed her snitching, then I know he'll be cool with mine, Bookie. Come on, dog. What we doing? What are we doing? She then comes back and says, hiding? That implies you were looking for me? Oh, okay. That Rico finna be nasty. Now, that's Gossip of the City saying you're hiding in the hills. That has nothing to do with TDE. That has nothing to do with Mackwop. That is an individual blogger saying that you're hiding in the hills. That's their statement. So no, the Rico's not finna be nasty. Whoever's guiding you, which I'm sure it ain't nobody, got you paddling up the wrong creek. You finna waste all your motherfucking money on this shit. She then says, is that gang talk I hear? Bye-bye. Who's next? Who's next to ruin their lives for people who wouldn't piss on them if they were on fire? She comes back. It's snitching time. Thanks for joining us today. Love you. Now, Rep Anna Paulina Luna, she came back on social media today. She is now an accessory to the social media circus known as Nicki Minaj's activity. Now, before I even come to this, like, come on, man. Congresswoman. We have a member of Congress actively playing a part in 2 social media fake ass stories this year. The Tory Lanez thing she played a part in, we don't even hear her no more on that. And now this Nicki Minaj horse shit. So she says, can confirm, I spoke with Nicki Minaj directly. So remember the first time that her name was mentioned, she told Nicki to text her on the phone. She's now confirming that they've made direct contact and will be doing everything we can to ensure her safety. We take threats of violence and assassination very seriously. Assassination where? What the fuck are we doing? She says RICO is also illegal. What RICO? What RICO? Again, these Tony Busby motherfuckers, people like this, they are now making a mockery of the law. They're now making a mockery of the justice system to where now anybody who feels like, oh, you said something about me, it wasn't even a threat, but I'm going to receive it as a threat, and now we're going to open up a RICO on you. And it can be entertained. Not to say it would be taken seriously, but it would at bare minimum be entertained because these people are creating these false ass, fake ass narratives and trying to pursue them in court. She says, I am deeply concerned that there's been unchecked corruption within certain aspects of the rap industry. Why are you getting involved with the rap industry to begin with? She says, artists should be respected and not afraid of managers, labels, etc. Please tell us what these labels and managers have done. Because Punch ain't even say nothing. Mackwop said you was going to get put in the blender like Drake, as in you keep messing around, a diss track probably going to come your way from Doechii. But y'all took this elsewhere. Nicki Minaj says, thank you for your time and attention to these matters as it relates to these thugs. These thugs now. Now, it wasn't too long ago. Wasn't this right after Nicki hosted the VMAs? When her husband was out on the street corner calling himself trying to find Offset?
I might tell Offset, because Offset DM me. He DM me. Nigga DM Cuckoo.
He off the set.
That whole gang can suck a dick.
Nigga, he off the set. Don't make us put you off the set, nigga.
Fuck you talking about? Up north, I had you scared, boy.
Niggas off
Up
the
north,
set.
I had you scared, boy. A lot of y'all niggas. A lot of y'all niggas, man. Up top, y'all wasn't
Y'all
like
niggas
that,
checking in?
At all.
Keep believing in these niggas.
Legendary.
Keep believing in these pussy ass
Y'all
niggas.
niggas checking in?
This is pussy, man.
Wow.
Super fast, nigga. Let's
Wow.
go, man.
Niggas
Go,
been right
man.
here for man long, though. They say we dumb. We all dumb.
Yeah, super.
Fuck it.
We off this, man. Chomping them clown ass.
Might tell Offset.
So that is her husband and a couple of other, let's just say wanderers on camera, making threats to Offset, talking about his time up north. This is a convicted felon for unspeakable acts with an active lawsuit for unspeakable acts. And she's out here calling people thugs. Makes a lot of fucking sense to me. Now, the only thing that I will say about this whole endeavor here is I wonder what Top Dog thinks of all this. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure he doesn't want his name, the company that is with his namesake, I'm sure he doesn't want to be affiliated with all this fuckery. You know what I'm saying? He's quiet. I wonder if there's any conversation that's happened between himself and Mackwop or anybody, at the core of TDE that's had a conversation with Mackwop. Not to say that he was wrong, but just the fact of, continuing to antagonize the situation, because he got on that motherfucking stream and went for 2 hours joking on Nicki, which, again, I'm not saying he was wrong. But optically, if this woman is threatening the company, threatening people in the circumference of the label to try to put them in a lawsuit or to try to say that y'all have engaged in some form of harassment or trying to suppress her career or trying to engage in some sort of conspiracy or anything against her, having somebody associated with said label come out and, continue to kind of antagonize that person from a legal standpoint, from a what's the word I'm looking for? Just like protecting the brand, right? From that standpoint, I wonder what Top thinks. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. And I would hope that whatever Mac did last night, that will be the last of it. You know what I mean? Again, from a protecting the brand standpoint. Because honestly, I don't think they really want to be engaged in this bullshit. They have nothing to do with it. It's one thing for SZA to defend Punch. That's cool. Right? They had their thing. Punch ain't say shit. But now this is turning into some other shit, on Nicki's part. And she trying to play with these Fed games and all of this stuff, which I don't think she has a valid claim. I don't think her claims have any merit. But you can never underestimate these types of people. People that are willing to go to these lengths. Look at what we got to deal with this Drake shit. Rap battle was over. Everything was over. We're enjoying the new Kendrick album. Next thing you know, lawsuit. You can't put nothing past these types of people. These people are desperate. They're desperate for fanfare. They're desperate to stay in the conversation, to remain relevant. They're desperate for any way that they could get some extra money, although they have accumulated probably hundreds of millions in their time in the music industry. However, maybe they weren't good stewards of those riches and spoils. These people are desperate. They have been blessed beyond measure and still cannot find peace and solace within themselves. So when Mackwop says he blames the Barbs, I can't even necessarily say I blame the Barbs. Although y'all do coddle the situation, every man and woman shall be held responsible for themselves. So I can't even blame the fans when the fans are only accepting what it is that this person is feeding them. But I will say at some point, y'all should probably up your standard and require more of somebody that you're pouring your support and money into, because they've been feeding you bad dope for quite some time. Anyway, let me know what y'all think of all this down below in the comments. Hopefully we don't have to go through too many more rounds of this shit. It's the weekend. Hopefully everybody can enjoy their weekend, enjoy their families. You know, people with children should be enjoying their families. But again, y'all let me know what y'all think, man. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.
King of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like soldier rag. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef for computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. With drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they doubted me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some batteries. Stand for my honor, but too raw, no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. Wanna catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be humble.